The Traffic Box Art program started really in 2007. The Columbia Police Department was working on a graffiti abatement program, and they had seen similar programs be successful in other cities.
We found that many times cities were using art as a way to deter vandalism. One of the ways that we looked at were public property like traffic boxes that seem to get tagged, whether it be by graffiti artists, whether it be by people putting stickers or advertisements on those. So we thought that we'd try that, and we found that people don't tend to vandalize artwork.
We started with David Spear, and it was really successful both in materials and having longevity, and then also it hasn't been tagged since then. Last year we started the annual Traffic Box Art program at Hit Street and Broadway, and then this year is the second installment of that program with Kate Gray at 10th Street and Broadway.
When I saw the proposal submission for ideas came through, I thought to myself, what would I want to see? What is important to a downtown? And one of the things that's great about this downtown is its architecture, its core. It sets a stage for everything that happens here, that people do here. And so from that idea, I thought, you know, it'd be great to do something that was building related and bring it down or close to human eyes. One of the beautiful things about art is to see things again in a new way. And that's really what I was trying to do with this piece. The concept that I wanted to communicate is art and architecture surround us. Don't forget to look up. This particular image I've always loved. And I don't know if you can see it from where I'm sitting, but it's right behind us. It's above, if you will, the Villager bridal shop. And it is very centered, very straightforward. It is a period piece that just stands out to me whenever I walk by. And so I wanted to make sure that I incorporated that. There's a main architectural detail. It's a circle piece. And it's from Central Dairy, which is one of the magnificent finds of this downtown. This is a cornice, if you will, that is very visible on many of the buildings. So I wanted to incorporate something that was special, as well as was a graphic element that the buildings seem to all have. The metal was a concern for me. I traditionally work on paper. And the glory about paper is that it absorbs the paint that you put on it. It's also flat this way, not flat this way. I thought, the minute I put the paint on, is it just going to run straight down the front of the box? I thought, this could be bad. this could be awful. So what I did was I primed the box, and then from there I coated it. I gave it a texturing, kind of a cream sort of stucco sort of color. And so I started from not a white ground, but a colored ground. And that really helped. I think that helped with the absorbency of when I was painting it. And I put on a very, very light coat of color, yellow. It's actually this kind of color in here. First, just to see how the box was lining out after I had drawn it all on here. And from there, I knew how the pigment was going to react, the medium. It has 3 coats of varnish on it. So it should be good for a long time.
A lot of times the artists that we select, they work mostly in their studios, and it's kind of a solitary process. So from the idea all the way through to the completion, they're working alone, and then they put it out on display for people, and hopefully it sells. But with this program, they work out, literally out in the public, out on the street, and so the whole process people get to see. And so I think it's fun for the artist because it's different than what they're used to doing, but it's also fun for members of the public who maybe aren't familiar with an artist's artistic process.
I just wanted to say a little thank you to those people that just innocently walked by during the experience for me, because it was intimidating to come out here and stand in the public and do my art and be exposed to a different type of criticism or comment, and I really responded to what those people gave me. It fueled me, and I appreciate that. I'm very happy. I had all the confidence in the world that this was going to turn out and be a nice piece. But I had no idea it would look like this. And that is part of that aha and surprise that an artist lives by. And all of a sudden you get that moment where you go, oh my gosh, this looks great. I love this.
To report graffiti, please call the Columbia Police Department at 817-5050 or fill out a form on the city's website, gocolumbiamo.com.